Hey guys, it's JC's Reborn Journey here. So I'm here to do a different kind of video. I wanted to help you and just show you what I do when it comes to grocery shopping. I'm a very picky eater, and Dennis, I have to watch his sodium count and carbohydrates and probably just about everything. And like I said, I'm a very picky eater, so 90% of the food usually ends up being for him. But we're also on a major tight budget. We have about $190 for the month to spend, and I know most of you are saying, oh my god, that's what I spend in a week. But I've been noticing that spending money on fruit and vegetables, we actually save a lot more money than spending it on processed or just crappy food. I've been really holding back buying junk food. I am a junk food junkie. I'm going to show you around of like what we have, what we've bought just now, and then what we have like in the house. There's a place called Big Y, and Big Y is really expensive. We don't really buy much stuff there, but Big Y has like buy one get ones or buy one get two frees, and depending on the price, sometimes it's a good deal. So over the summer they had a buy one get one. Was it buy one get one free or buy one get two free at the ice cream? That ice cream was buy one get two free, huh? Yeah, it was buy one get two free. So it was Friendly's ice cream, and I know not everybody knows what a Friendly's is because I think it's kind of a New England thing. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But regularly these ice creams are $5.99, but sometimes you can find them on sale for either $1.88 or you can find them for $5.99 and then buying two free. Now I'm going to show you the freezer we have. We have not just this refrigerator, but we also have a freezer in the back, so that way we can kind of like stock up and buy stuff like that. Now we have ice cream that's probably going to last us until next year, so that's what you got to do. You kind of got to like buy things when you see them on sale. The other thing is too is there's a way to eat the ice cream to keep it good. So you only want to open one ice cream at a time, finish that ice cream, and then you go to the next one. If you open that ice cream and open another one, both those ice creams are going to go bad within that month or 2 weeks or whatever. But as long as you don't open the covers, that ice cream will stay good for months on end until you're ready to eat it. You know, it doesn't get that frostbite kind of feeling to it. So those ice creams are going to stay good until we're ready to eat it, as long as we don't touch them. Okay, now that we've talked about the ice cream. So also about refrigerators. For some reason our refrigerator stays really cold. The other thing is too is sometimes if your refrigerator doesn't stay cold enough, you want to set your refrigerator a little colder so it keeps your produce cool, but you don't want in the back to start turning into ice. So if you can do that, where your refrigerator stay a little cooler, not only will your produce and your stuff be colder, but like if you are if you lose power, your stuff will stay colder longer before you get your power back. So it's not bad to set your thermostat for just a little cooler. If you know that you're going to get like if you're going to have a storm and you know that that it's probably going to have power outages, your better bet is to set it like, see these right here, this says 4, that's for the refrigerator. This right here is for freezer. This is at 5. You set them at like 7 or 8 is the highest you can go, and that's just for the 24 hours that the storm is going to go for. because if you lose power, the stuff is cold enough to stay cool. The other good option to do is these things. Now, we just happened to do these because we just came back from a vacation, and we used these bottles for, you know, we didn't end up using them, but they're good to, like, use nice cold drinks or to ice to keep things cold. But actually what we're going to use them for right now is, instead of just taking our ice, when we want to pack up a drink or something, we can use these as ice. We can also use them as a drink later on in the day. But also, these are really good in your freezer for power outages. So if you had enough, like what I have in there, even though that's not what you need to do, you can kind of like put them around your cold stuff, and you'll be able to at least keep your stuff cold long enough. Now, I don't really have that much stuff in this freezer right now. Now, originally what I was trying to do, or what I had mentally in my brain, was always stock up, stock up, stock up. I always felt like I needed to be, I had to have my house full of food. I'm at the point now where I'm happy with not having that, because what was happening was you're always ending up throwing food away. I'm still probably going to end up having to throw food away. So I don't need to have this freezer full of food that I'm going to end up throwing away. I'm happy with just having a couple of things here to get Dennis to eat food. I'm happy with having just a couple of things in here. I don't need to have a bunch of stuff in there. We want to do more produce, more fruits, more vegetables, stuff like that. We're happy with that. So now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was, I tried out a new store, which was called Aldi's. I don't know if I said it right. It's ALDI. We bought bread. I bought something else that I'm going to try. It was a little bit pricey, but you know, in my price range, it was like $3 something. But I can make pizzas with them, or I can make sandwiches with them. I can make a couple little different things with them. So, but you only get like 4 of them in there, so it was kind of pricey. So it was like a treat. And then we got bulky rolls for Dennis, and those were only like less than $2. There were a couple of little things that we got over there that were pretty decent. And we got butter in there too. It was cheaper to buy it over there than to buy it over at BJ's. So we ended up buying the butter, or margarine, or whatever you want to call it, over there. I'm trying to downsize how much butter we're using, because it's really bad for you. So instead of us cooking with butter or margarine, I'm trying to use oil. Trying to cook with garlic. So here I have a basket, and I put it on top of my toaster. We bought these bananas for 39 cents a pound. We bought an onion, and then we have let's see, 3, 4, 7 onions for $1.99, and then we bought 8 of these for probably like $5.99, $4.99 or $5.99, one of the two. And then we have, I think, maybe 6 garlics for $1.50. So I'm gonna have a banana for lunch, and then we bought this at BJ's. So this came at BJ's. This came to be at BJ's. The onions were from BJ's. And this, we had a coupon from BJ's. Now, we went to, the dollar store is really good sometimes, but it's not always good. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Let me get it. We bought these this month, and we bought this a couple months ago, or maybe a month or so ago. So this is from the dollar store. This is only 8 ounces. This is mashed potatoes. This is mashed potatoes. This was mashed potatoes from Walmart at 26.7 ounces. That's 1 pound and 10.7 ounces. So 2 of these boxes for $2 would only give you 16 ounces. And this only costs $2.68. So you still would have to buy 3 of these to even kind of get this. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. If that's a good deal, same deal. I think that the Walmart deal was a better deal. So now over at Walmart, they were a little on the pricey side. I think they were 78 cents a piece. We're trying to get the diced tomatoes with all that basil, garlic, and oregano. If I didn't say this before, Dennis is on a low sodium diet, low carb diet, low everything diet, and so I try to be as well. I am a real, like, my tongue wants salt. The only thing I put salt on are French fries. Other than that, I don't add salt to anything. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, except to my popcorn. But this is a no salt added, so this ends up having just 15 milligrams of salt instead of like the 200 milligrams of salt, or over 200 milligrams. I think it was almost like 300 milligrams of salt per serving, which is a half a cup, and in this thing it's got 3.5 cups. So that means in this whole thing, that's 30, 40, 45, probably almost 60 milligrams of sodium if you ate the whole thing. So at least we don't have to worry about that. There's 8 grams of sugar in here, 1 gram of protein, 50 calories, 260 milligrams of potassium, 12 carbs. So it's got 20% vitamin C, 8% vitamin A. So all around it's good. I like this better because you could make like a tomato soup or any kind of like a nice little vegetable thing. You can add seasonings and stuff. So you can just add that as like a sauce to like pasta, and it's a nice little sodium free, like low sodium thing. Now I'm going to show you in the refrigerator. So what I did here is we had three tomatoes left. Now what I did is those tomatoes were going to die or going to go bad. So what I did was I pre-cut them up and had them all ready to go. So we had them, now all we have to do, like Dennis is going to have like a salad this afternoon for lunch, and we're going to add some of this to that. So all we have to do is scoop some out and we're ready to go. Also, another thing to compare about, this thing right here, so coffee lovers, for cream, we do a few things. These things right there is a half a gallon. That's 64 ounces. We got this for $3 over at Walmart. This thing right here is $4. It's only 48 ounces, fluid ounces, right? So sometimes what we do is we'll add a little bit of milk to it because it's so sweet. But what I did was I bought 2 of these because this will last him like a whole entire month, probably for this whole thing. And if it doesn't, we bought 2 so we don't have to buy it for at least an entire month, probably a month, month and a half. So we made sure we didn't have to go back to Walmart for a while. Then we always make sure we buy, now we were only at a half a gallon here. We buy the lactate milk. Now we're both sensitive to milk, but we also noticed that the milk, lactate milk, tastes really good, just like Hood's or like really good milk. And we do buy the 2%. It's got a little bit more fat in it. I know you're probably saying, why are you guys doing that? But we also don't drink a lot of milk. He may use it to make the mashies. We don't really make a lot of cereal. We don't drink a glass of milk every day, so it's really okay. And we can get 2 gallons of milk to probably last us almost 2 months. It really depends on how we feel. But that's why it was really important for us to find milk that lasts like 2 months. So this is like November 5th, 2015. And I think the next one's like even later than that. November 22nd. So it's really important for us to find milk that lasted. And this, like I said, has a half a gallon left. So we don't drink milk that often or enough. Now some people do. Now Walmart and BJ's are the best place to find that kind of milk because it's like $5 at both stores. Literally maybe $2 difference, if that. One might be $4.99, the other one might be $4.98. And to be honest with you, over at Big Y, they had them for $5.69. So if you didn't want to drive and spend the money in the gas to get milk, going to Big Y isn't that big of a deal to get milk. So you gotta also think about your gas budget too. People don't realize, oh yeah, let's go here, that's gonna cost us like $3 in gas to just go get milk and save us less than $1. But you don't realize you're actually wasting $10 in gas just to get 1 or 2 items. For eggs, now I wanted to talk to you about that. I was even talking to Dennis about that. Now, at our dollar store, they have eggs for $1, but they only have 6 of them. Now, I would do that in an emergency only if I really didn't want to spend like $6 on eggs. But you can get 30. Dennis, how many eggs do we get in that pack? Like like 2.5 dozen, right?
30 eggs.
Okay, we get 30 eggs for about $6.50, right? It's about $6.50 now, because eggs went up. You know that. For $6.50, you get 30 eggs. So we decided to just stick with that and go with that. Walmart is, I'm not sure if Walmart was the same or you get 5 dozen eggs. So I'm not sure, Walmart's prices could have went up. I did not see them there. We probably would have bought them there. So at Big Y, we're just sticking with them for now, unless we see a better deal. And that's all I can really talk about with eggs. I'm still looking around to still see what I can find. So now we I wanted to say the one thing that we do buy that are a little expensive. We found these at Walmart. Now I know you're probably saying, why aren't you eating Greek yogurt? I've tried Greek yogurt. I like Greek yogurt. I'm not loving it anymore. He doesn't like Greek yogurt. I'm trying to get him to eat yogurt. He doesn't even like eating yogurt. So I got him these yogurts. They were 44 cents at Walmart. And I've been eating these yogurts. I like to eat yogurt because it's got the potassium in it and because it's got the protein in it. And I'm not getting enough protein in my diet, and I don't think he is either. And I don't think he's getting enough potassium in his diet either. So I try to get him to have that as a snack when he gets hungry. We're having him try these. These are a little bit on the expensive side. I think we got this for $5.99 for this whole bag, but this would feed a whole family. This is going to feed him for probably a couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and boil this in a couple of days and get him to eat some of these. We're trying to also, he's getting tired of the same vegetables, so we're trying to try new vegetables and get him to like new vegetables and stuff. And we have lettuce in there for 99 cents a piece. I got 2 of those. We got cabbage. That was 69 cents a pound. I don't know how much those ended up coming out to. And then my mom, if you need help with food, don't be shy. My mom, actually, we had stopped by my mom's house and she bought fruit. And I have a hard time buying fruit because it's expensive. My mom found like this whole platter for $5, and I told her, if you find it again, I'll pay you the $5. Because I've been going to town on this fruit. I love fruit. That's my favorite. And I got him spinach, which he's going to have for lunch. So that's $5 for a big thing that will last him for most of this month.